Hello, hello! How's it going, folks? I'm back once again. It's been a week. I'm here. It's done. Well, nothing's done, but the week is over, and with the end of the week, another stream. I can hear myself. Oh, okay, here we go. Whoops. Okay, there we go. So I am just gonna hop right in as into the thing of the video. The thing of the video. Alright, let's see here. Alright. Grab my pen. Let's go. So, let's see here. Alright. First, I'm just gonna establish what exactly it is I'm doing concept art, as I said, but what am I doing specifically? I'm going to lay that out. Alright. Make that background color. And then, oh, hang on. My display thing is all screwy. Just a sec. Just gonna set this to monitor 2. Okay. No, this isn't happy. Alright, I forgot to get this set up, so I'm just gonna... Oh, whoops. We're gonna save... Oh. Gonna save that. We're not gonna save that. There we are, there's a globe, but of a, not Earth, but a different place. It's the setting for where this game is gonna take place, but we'll get into that later, because this isn't done and we're gonna be doing more with it later. But let's reopen Krita. Alright. There we go. So here is one of the characters that's going to be in this game. Her name's Robin, and she's a nurse. Neil saw earlier she has a mask on. Plague Doctor mask. Anyways. Alright, so. Back over here. So, okay. Well, first let's establish the fact that we are not going to, well, here, we can run this quick. I'll show you what this is looking like, maybe. So, this guy's got a horse. This horse is, I didn't make this horse model. Well, I tweaked it, but I'll explain that in a minute. Alright, let's see here. So, here's what the game is looking like so far, but I have a feeling this is gonna... So if I select the... Oh, no, okay. I can select the player, and I can... You know, click an area, and the player will move to that space. Yeah, but it's within these bounds, because these indicators, these little squares here, they're gonna be the what the well, just a debug display for the project, just so I know what, well, so I can set out what tiles are pathable and what are not. But, oh boy. So yeah, you can select the player or a unit, and then just click about. You are free to click. That's it. Now, let's see. The movement is super duper difficult to get set up for a strategy game. Don't ask me why. I know why, but I don't want to tell you because I don't like explaining it. It's very difficult. Horse, is that it? Save. Yep, this is it. Okay, so you'll see here, I have this thing here, Rigify Zoo, and Rigify Zoo is an add-on. It's a free add-on, at least from my my search, that automatically sets up animal rigs, and they'll give you like this base mesh, and they gave this horse base mesh, and this is the base mesh for the horse that I will be basing my horses off of. And the horse base mesh is actually thinner than this, so if I'll just hide all of this, we'll generate another horse. It's pretty thin. I've made this horse a lot thicker. Put some more meat on it. Oh, that was a dog. Here, a horse. Okay, it's not easy to tell. But you can tell that my my editing of the horse just in general made it bigger. Anyways, also, yeah, the player mesh here. If we'll go in, or not player, I keep saying player, I'm so used to player. Unit. Let's find the unit. Is it this one? I don't think it's this one. No, I don't think it is. It's not temp. No, it is. There is one. Okay. Let's just go to test unit. There we go. So this is a female version. This is a male version. These are actually what I did here. I took these. If I'll open up, I downloaded here. I'll show you the thing. Art Station. So, here. I downloaded these two here. These two free meshes by Salvatore Di Trani. So yeah, I highly recommend that you check these out on ArtStation. They're completely free, and I adore them. I think the hands are a little small, but other than that, I think these are perfectly fine. These are very serviceable base meshes. I very much enjoy them. So let's put this back. All right. Okay. But yeah, so I took those and I just tweaked the proportions a lot. And yeah, so this is obviously here. If I'll get the original file. import, I think it's FBX. Is it this one? I think it's this one. Yeah, so you see the proportions are nowhere near the same. But yeah, let's delete those. And so this is the base mesh. And what I did was where is it? Is it this one? Yeah, I re-topoed it with a very very low resolution. And this is gonna be just for testing purposes. So yeah, let's go back to the is it, yeah, no, Crust 1. Crust is the name of this setting. CHRUS. It's just crust. Anyways, let me go back over here. Just a sec. All right. So, what am I doing here? Okay. What am I establishing here? So we just went all over that. Hello, hello. Welcome. What I will be doing next. Let's see here. So let's get this guy over here. I don't know if I showed you guys this already. But here's concept art for the main character. He kind of looks like got kind of fancy outfit. Got a sleeve there, or not a sleeve. What is that? A pauldron there, and then he's got I don't know, a cover for a cape, and then a cape, and then his uniform there, and it's not finished. But then there's also this here, as I showed you earlier. I know for a fact I showed you earlier. The nurse here is in a different style, it looks like, which is not what I want. I want it to be a kind of middle ground. I don't want it to be as gritty as this. I don't want the game to be as gritty as what this looks like. But I also don't want it to look this flat, obviously, because this is only flat colors. And this is using a base of the that base mesh I showed you earlier. What's this? Oh yeah, that's the base mesh. Sketch. So, let's see here. 1 second. All right. So, I think what I'm gonna do is just continue on working on the planet's shape here and figuring out where specifically on the planet, this is weird artifacting, where specifically on the planet I want to want this setting, or want this game to take place. So here, ooh, see right there, I wrote it's upside down because I flipped the this upside down. If I'll go surface shape, this is upside down. You'll see there, this is the this right there is that right there. Whoa. And yeah, I just thought it looked better right side up. And I used kind of blocked out continental plates. Here, if I'll make these visible. Give it a second. So yeah, I blocked out a bunch of these plates here, and I don't know. It's obvious it's not realistic, or as realistic as I would like it to be. Here, I'm gonna remove this here, so there's none of that artifacting. But for this setting, I'm just gonna go mostly rule of cool, with I guess informed rule of cool is what I'm trying to say. So use logic of, well, use real world logic of, you know, Earth and stuff, and make informed decisions based on that. So, yeah, we are just going to continue to screw up my my handiwork. Up, that was not the right texture. Nope. Nope. Surface shape. There we go. Okay, why is this not affecting anything? Up. What's happening here? Okay. What is happening here? Why is this not? Oh, hang on. Hang on. Oh, come on. Come on. It is. It is. So, 7, see, -1. We're gonna flip that. And then that should control A. That should fix my issue there. Yeah, it does. Man. So, instead of, I'm gonna do that again. SZ -1. And then I'm not going to bake the shape, or not the shape, the scale. And then there we go. That was lame. There. So now I'm going to erase this. What I want here is a similar thing with Russia and Alaska, where it's like 2 continents that are very, very close. But at this, well, what am I saying? They're close at the north, and at the equator, there's an entire continent separate, or yeah, there's an entire ocean separating them. Continental plate, or it's not a continental plate, oceanic plate. Oh my goodness. I know this stuff. What's going on with me? So I think I'm gonna do that. And then all right. How's it going, folks? What are you doing? What are you doing right now? One second. Do 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 do. Dun dun. Do do dun. Dun. Do 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 dun dun dun. I want these to be further away. Yeah. In general, I'm just not too happy with this. I don't know. Not a fan. Though I am my own worst critic, of course. Ding ding. Or so the saying goes. What do you suggest I do for shapes? How should I shape out this this structure, or this structure, the map? I need shapes and stuff. Pull up Google Earth. Ding 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 ding. Do 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 do. Boom boom. Do do do. Okay. What if I change the shape of this plate tectonic, because it's getting in the way of what I want? You're in the way. There we go. Do-dun, do-dun. Boo-dun, do-dun, do-dun. Do-dun, do-dun. Do-dun, do-dun. Dun-dun, do-dun. Do-dun, do-dun, do-dun. Do-dun, dun, do-dun, do-dun, do-dun. So, what I want to do I just got here. What are you going for? Something Earth-like. You're shaping land masses? Well, yes, I am, but something Earth-like isn't very helpful. Of course, it's gonna be Earth-like. Oh. Ding 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 da doo. But what I want is well, in a Europe and well, Eurasia and America allegory, I guess. But suppose it's not that big of a concern. Actually, it is a pretty big concern. You know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna ignore most of it. which is a little ludicrous. A little bit. Only a little bit. And what instead I'm going to do is I'm just going to focus on a small area, which is what every world builder would say you should start with. Very small area. But I'm not like that. But I should be. So. But yeah, I do want a similar to Europe sort of thing. And something similar to Europe has something similar to a Mediterranean. So I want a Mediterranean. I'm just gonna hide all these plate tectonics because they're getting in the way of my, not creativity, but just, they're getting away and they're creating unnecessary restrictions for me, visual restrictions. As long as they're there, it screws with me, and I'm not a fan of the shapes I drew out. Alright, so we're just, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna go back to, oh, you know what? It's probably not there. Yeah, it looks... Oh, no, it's here. It's here. Okay, good. Good. I don't know why I didn't want this. I much prefer this. Except Feral. I need Feral Self. Or is that Polar? No, it's Feral. What's going on with Feral Self? Why isn't that showing anything? Is this being messed up somehow? What? Are the UVs not right? They are. What on earth is happening to the UVs? Cylindrical? No. No, it is cylindrical. View on pole, no. View on outline object. Okay. Okay. There we go. Up. There we go. That should be good. Now, is this screwed up? No, it's not. That's okay. That's okay. So what I did here, I think this is why I tried to switch, is I broke this up into different chunks, into the different cells of the atmosphere. So I got North and South Hadley, North and South Pharrell, and North and South Polar. I don't know why Hadley and Pharrell are named that way. They just are. But, yeah. Hadley, I think I'm saying that wrong. I think it's feral. But feral sounds like a rabid dog or something. And I don't think Pharrell cells are rabid in any specific way. Alright. Ding, bing, bing. Ding, ding. Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, I much prefer this shape. But it also is very obvious that it looks like Europe, or not Europe, Eurasia. So this is like the Europe. This is something. Well, this is just in general Eurasia. And then this would be like Africa or something. So I'm gonna make it look less so. Dun, dun, dun. It's very difficult to make very large desert-like continent. Well, a desert to the north and a dense jungle to the south. Well, not south, but in the middle. It's gonna be it's gonna be very obvious to tell that it's an Africa-like place. And then, of course, Mediterranean-like and Europe. I'm basically ripping off Earth here. Which is, I personally don't think that's an issue when you're world building, because if you're making a world, what better inspiration for your world than the only planet with life? The one that you live on, you know? So yeah. Let's see here. Oh. What if I add this there? Ding 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 ding. And so even this right here is a very similar sort of situation with Africa. The reason why I want this is because I very specifically want an Israel type place, which is like a really deep, very deep valley in the middle. Well, this is like border of like Israel and Jordan and that general sort of Middle East area. Just that is, what is it? Just east of the Mediterranean, because the if we'll pull up Google Earth, I'll show you. All right. So if you look here, I think it's the eastern peninsula of Africa, you'll see. Well, I think that's what it's called. And right here, I specifically have a view of the time-lapse mode because I prefer this. I don't like seeing all the ocean detail underneath. It's bad reference, in my opinion. But... oh, whoops. Okay, let's pause that. But let's also get this to a time where resolutions are higher. I think 2014 is, yeah. 2014 you get a different color thing, I guess, and it just looks a bit different. But you'll see here there's a crack going all along here through the Red Sea all the way up, and then Israel is about here. And then I forgot what sea this is. This is Dead Sea, this is Sea of Galilee. And it just goes all the way. Where does it end? I don't know where that ends. It's weird. Oh, it must be a specific split between... It must be the split here. Specific split. This chunk of... I think this is one continent. Here. I'm pretty sure. Or maybe I'm just completely off on that. Who knows? Google does. But I'm not using Google. I'm using Brave. Brave is better than Google. But yeah. But I really want a very similar place like this because, I mean, Israel is hugely important to world history. I hope people know that. Most people should know that. It is one of the biggest players because Judaism and Christianity, their formation was there. Those are, I think, well, yeah, those are one of the three biggest religions in the world. Christianity, and then I don't think Judaism is second. I think what is it? Why am I blanking on this? Jeez. Islam is second. I think that's what it's called. I don't know. I'm gonna blur these out a little bit though. But yeah, so this setting is it is, what am I saying? It's a monotheistic setting. So there is a single God, and I'm very much basing it off of well, God. The Abrahamic God, the one true God. And so I need an Israel allegory for that. I guess I don't need it, but I really want it. All right, but another thing I want too is an idea that I had is a well, it's not a it's technically a Red Sea allegory in name only. I want a Red Sea. I want it to be very, very contaminated with iron. And this continent right here, or at least this part of the continent, has a large amount of iron. And how I'm explaining that is this mountain range right here is the Himalayan, like, allegory, I guess. It's like the Himalayas, except I'm going to make it larger. And then so there's a lot of water coming from these mountains, and there's a lot of iron. It has a very unique, what is it? Very unique thing. You know. Hang on. 1 second, I'm gonna move this back over here. All right. Oh yeah, well, this project has been around for a while, this specific world. I've been working on a fantasy setting for, I don't know, since like 2019 or something like that. I don't know. I think it was the year before COVID when I started working on this setting. But, yeah. Well, not this specific setting, but I was creating an older fantasy setting, but then I scrapped it, and then I started working on this one now. But yes, in a sense, it's more the opposite, where I'm creating a tactics game for my world. The other way around. But yes, you could say that. And it's way too late now for me to change the latency of this because it's not available now. But the reason why I have it at normal latency is because it's a higher video quality. I'm not sure what the video quality is on your guys' end right now from watching it, but from once the video is posted, once the video is posted, it'll be in 1080p. That's extremely pog. Would you consider making other game types set in your setting? Yeah. It would be more than just this tactics game. It's a setting, you know, it's for storytelling. And so if I want to write books in the setting, or, you know, make different games, or I don't know, whatever medium, I can do whatever I want with it, you know. It's just something fun. Dun, 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 dun. What'd you never consider? Like making a world specifically for a game? Or, well, making a game for a world, I guess? Is that what you mean? I'm cool? I'm not that cool. I just am very passionate, I guess. I put a lot of heart into what I do, I guess. A lot of myself. I was thinking of naming the setting after myself, but I was like, you know what? No, that's like, I feel arrogant, you know? But it's like my baby, you know? At least world building is, I very much enjoy world. Okay, I'm just doing nothing with that. Oh yeah, that's always been my plan from like the very beginning. Was I always wanted to make fantasy games, like Zelda type games, ever since I was a wee lad. And then once I started got into D&D, right? I watched Stranger Things in like 2019, and I thought it was super cool, and I thought that like, hey, D&D, I've heard of that. I want to play it. So and my birthday was coming up soon, and so I was like, Mom, I want to play D&D, and she's like, okay, I'll get you a D&D thing for your birthday then. And so she got me a first edition D&D kit. It was like it was the black box for D&D. Here, if I'll show it. D&D black box. Nope. D&D 1E black box. Nope, that's not it either. Here. All right. Here. She got me this, which I got me and I got two other friends together who are well, I got them into D&D, and now actually in this game, one of their original characters, like one of the characters that they've played as, and we've done a campaign with, and we've done multiple campaigns with this character. He'll be showing up in this game as well, and that's gonna be pretty cool to see, at least. And he's gonna be voicing that character as well, because I'm gonna be doing very basic voice acting. I'm not gonna be doing like full like lines and stuff and like full cutscenes, fully voice acted. I'm more so gonna be doing like, there's gonna be text boxes, and then the characters will make some kind of grunt, or I don't know, say something like "whoa" or "captain" or something like that over the text box. Just kind of have the illusion of, hey, they're speaking. Sorry, I wasn't reading your comments here. Let me look at this. Okay. You can view that setting from different perspectives and themes. It's awesome. I've never had enough interested friends to play D&D. Well, there are Discord servers that have a specifically for D&D, and there are a lot of a lot of people on those servers, and a lot of people looking for parties to play with. So I highly recommend you go on one of those D&D servers and look at it. But I think within the last year I stopped playing D&D specifically because of all of what that company, Wizard of the Coast, all the stuff they were doing, like with I keep messing with these. I need to stop. What that company keeps doing with their open gaming license, which is, I don't know if you know, it's to allow for content creators, and like not just like YouTubers specifically, but like people who people to develop modules for D&D, or like different campaign settings and stuff like that. They made changes that really screwed over the people who were making that content, and that was like, you know what, no, I will not engage with this company anymore, you know, because I'm very strong with my or headstrong, I guess would be my well, I am very headstrong, very stubborn, but very I don't know, very hard-headed with my beliefs, you know. Yeah, no, WotC has been a terrible company recently. But I hope things turn around, because the only reason why I stopped playing D&D is because of WotC, and if WotC turns around and starts making good decisions again, maybe I'll start playing D&D again. Because it's not that I hate the system, okay? Well, I don't like the company. It's not that I hate the game. I adore the game, and it's the only reason that that game is the only reason why this setting exists in the first place. I adore the game, but I won't play it until things are settled and fixed. But since then, I've been working on my own tabletop role-playing game system, which again is based around this setting specifically. So that too would be another project that I'm working on, but that's been on a bit of a hiatus since working on this. It's not that I'm not working on it, it's just it's in the back of my mind, but there are things I'd like to establish about my setting first. There are things that aren't fully fleshed out, like the magic system, for example. I have a very specific thing in mind for it, but I don't know how to go about it, because I don't know why. I need some kind of logic and system to something, you know, and that's why I'm like kind of bouncing around here, like, oh, okay, I need to make this realistic. Okay, but I don't like how this looks when it looks realistic, so let's change it. Oh, but now it looks too fantastical. So I'm trying to find that perfect middle ground for me, you know? All right, I respect you not interacting with with the company. Yeah, that's I'm not I don't know. I don't know. It's not that it was difficult for me to do that, but it's more so just, I don't know, sometimes I feel like, I mean, is it petty? Well, no, it's not really, because it's, I'm very much, I'm a capitalist at heart, so it's support the companies that you want to support, but I'm also at the same time I'm very much consumer first more than I value the consumers. What is it? What am I trying to say? Consumers comfort, I guess. I value the consumers comfort over making money, so, or like quality. Like for this, I would rather release a free good game than a paid bad game. You know, that's, so yeah, it reminds me, for this game I'm gonna make it as good as I can within the next 2 months. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to release what I have for free, and then afterwards I might do like an episodic sort of thing where I just release different episodes over time, creating a much larger story. The only issue with that is that tactics games don't lend themselves well to that sort of thing. They're very story based, and you have to kind of be playing the game consistently, you know. I want feasible, like someone could imagine living in a world, but I also want some stuff that is pretty fantastic. Well, yeah, no, that's it's exactly what I'm like trying to figure out for myself. It's okay, I want a feasible setting, and I think this here looks, well, I want it to look feasible specifically. That's what I'm worried about right now, is making the map look feasible. I've gotten zero work done. You're distracting me, sir. I want feasible, but I also want, well, I want the surface to look feasible because I want it to be relatively low magic. Like, the earth hasn't been shaped by magic in a huge way, you know? Like, I want a very, what is it? What am I saying? I want a creationist story, so I want it to like have a flood story and all that. And like other than that, as much as you can call a miracle magic, that's about it. But that's what I want, and that's probably the only way it would be that's probably the only way I could ever well, in my conscience, I guess, make it a setting that looks like it's been shaped by magic, which is not really magic, because in my setting there's going to be a hard definition between magic, sorcery, and miracles. Sorcery is evil, magic is neutral, miracles is God. Anyways, I'm so sorry, I will lock myself in the shame chamber for a bit. No, you don't have to. It's okay. It's okay. I just very easily get in tangents, I guess. I don't know. Okay. But right here, well, like I was saying earlier, I want a red sea, or a sea contaminated by iron, and I want a very unique ecosystem surrounding it. Like a lot of ironwood tree and stuff like that, because apparently ironwood tree, they actually, it's not like it's actually has iron in them, and like it's pretty iron dense, and I'm surprised by that. I thought it's just, oh, it's really hard wood. No, it is wood with iron in it. Which, yes, it is really hard wood, but it is wood with iron in it, and there's going to be a lot of it, and there's going to be a lot of creatures in the area that are adapted to a very iron-rich diet, I guess, and very iron, and like fish in the area, or sea life, also very much adapted to that. What's kind of nuts? Also, I have the what is it? The the YouTube Studio thing up on the side instead of the actual video, because that way I can see the stuff as soon as possible. While if I have the video chat, if I'm looking at the video chat, there's still a delay. Some speculative evolution. Yeah, no, it's very, yeah, it's, I don't know, I'm losing my mind. I am going insane. I think it would be very reasonable for someone to lock me up in an insane asylum for all of the, for how, I guess, intricate I get with the details here. Anyways, for this continent, I want the plates to kind of be like this here, and then I want a Oceania type area here where it looks very messy with islands and stuff like that. Imagine that area have some super heavy armored creatures, you know, those iron snails with iron shells. Yeah, no, thank you. That's a good idea. I will put that in the idea bin. The idea bin will be Notepad. Here's the idea bin. Idea bin. Iron Zone. Let's call it Iron Zone. Act 1. Because Sonic. And that just made me think of iron hardened snails. Snails. Bum ba doom. Doom do 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 do. This is not Zelda music. Yeah, that's Kirby music. Why? I love GameChop music, but I would have to first check. I'd have to first check what the composer's name is and what album it's from, and put that in the credits. Can't tell if you're being sarcastic. No, I'm not. I'm not being sarcastic. I can be sarcastic. Snails with ferrous iron shells are real. I don't know if you've seen them. I have not. Snails with iron shells? Scalyfoot gastropod. The scalyfoot snail is what they're called. Oh wow, that is a very interesting creature. That is indeed a creature. Huh. Interesting. It looks like it would be a sea creature. This isn't a fossil, is it? Yeah. It is. It's definitely not anything I've seen before. That's crazy. Armored magma snail. Are they sea creatures? Hang on. It looks like it would be a sea creature. A bottom feeder. Oh, Pharaohs. That makes sense. Pharaoh. Wait, it doesn't. Pharaoh. What is Farah? Farah. It makes sense when I think. It stops making sense when I think about it. I don't know. They're also called volcano snails due to living near underground volcano. Oh. That is interesting. You hang on. Look at hang on. What am I gonna scale toe no scale foot snails for inspiration. Alright, they're also alright. Ring do 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 do. So this right here is blocking out the continent shape, yet if you had a whole sea polluted with iron, you could have other types of creatures with small, similar adaptations for... Yeah, no, that's exactly what I'm going for. Just very, very, very strange iron-rich creatures in the area. But yeah, and so I was thinking just having this area be very red, just in general. But hang on, I'm gonna go over here. Color ramp. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. That was weird. Is it this then? Oh, that's just... Oh, right. 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 That frustrates me. That frustrates me. Oh, my goodness. I forgot. This is why I wanted to go back, was because I completely forgot that I keep forgetting that I broke these up into the cell regions. Strongest creature in your setting is a giant turtle with a pure iron shell. You need anti-tank military artillery to kill them. I don't think that. That's very iron isn't the most that you can it's not it is iron is very hard, but it's not that it's not hard. What am I saying? It can be screwed up by a bow. It can be screwed up by a gun. Very thick, like 1-inch steel armor can be blown through by a gun. Guns can destroy it. In this setting, there will be guns. They're gonna be very, what is it? They're gonna be very early guns, not like boomstick guns, but like, oh, whoops. Undo. There we go. They're not gonna be like just sticks that you light and then they explode. They're gonna be like flintlocks and an earlier version of a musket, and also revolvers for some reason, because revolvers are cool. An early version of revolvers. Do you know how thick a turtle shell was off the top of your head? Well, turtle shells aren't 1-inch thick, I can assure you. But, well, actually, I don't know. A sea turtle shell, I don't know. But I know that, like, a snapping turtle shell, it's not 1-inch thick. But I'm talking, like, armor. Like, steel armor. Like, guns blew right through them. That's why we, like, transitioned from having really thick steel armor to being wearing very light clothes, because no matter what, if you get shot, you're dead. So we're more worried about you not getting shot than yeah, we're more worried about you not getting shot than being protected from the shot. So everything, we kind of just got rid of armor and started just using, you know, clothes and ceramic, which is what we started later on using, but definitely not immediately. There we go. You know what? I'm gonna copy both of these. Nope. Copy the both of these. Paste. Do do do. Do 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 do. Bun da 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 da. Do 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 do. Dun do 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 do. Shout out to Godot. You and your homies love Godot. Godot is great. Godot is... There's a reason why I use Godot. Mainly because it's free. But also because I've been using it for, well, as long as I've been doing game development. And it's served me well. It really has. Oh wait, now the whole thing is that roughness. Yeah, Godot. I don't know if you saw here. I'll show off what the game is looking like so far. I don't know if I showed that off yet, but here's what the project is looking like. So you have, it's just this test scene right now, and these tiles are just, or these squares are just debug tiles. And when you mouse over each tile, there'll be a little mesh that displays over them to show which tile you're hovering over, and then you click on the player and then you can move them around. Now I don't have the distance stuff set up because, oh my gosh, that is so difficult for some reason. I don't know why. It was already so difficult trying to figure out the point and click elements because of, I don't even know, man. It was just not fun. Just not fun. But now, here, roughness. Distance. Yeah, so in for example, Fire Emblem, they will have like a limited distance. Well, actually, it's every Tactics game, I'm pretty sure. You'll have a limited distance that you can move, or a limited amount of tiles. Some tiles cost more. So for this, for example, I have it set to 6, the movement. So you can move a maximum of 6 tiles in a very specific area. And so you'll have a display, or you'll have like different tiles. I don't know. You'll have something to show which tiles you can and can't move to. And there is a pathfinding algorithm to figure out which ones are there. It's a for loop. So you're I don't know. I don't know much about for loops. That's probably why this is so difficult for me. But you're looping through each of these. And so this right here is actually printing something. Here, let's look at the code here. Let's look at the play server. If we'll look at this, My main issue with this right now, whoops. I'm using Godot's A-star implementation, but well, I will be. This isn't using Godot's A-star implementation. But I have a breakpoint here because this is not working. I don't know why it's not working. Accessible tiles.find adjacent position, which it shouldn't be. It shouldn't always be getting an adjacent. I'll figure it out later, but the whole point of this right now is to... It's more so a distraction from that, giving me a break. The resolution of the stream is a little low and I can't quite read the code. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, man. You'll have to come back later, maybe. At an hour 32:22. Right? Is that? No. That's not what this is. Is it? I don't know. We'll figure that out. But right now, I have to... Right now, what I'm trying to do is just not worry about it. Totally not your fault. Just letting you know. No, I know. I'm aware. The latency is... I guess there isn't really much of a difference in latency between or what am I saying? Not in latency, in the visual quality between right now and when I turn on low latency. Well, at least on stream. When it's on the video, well, when the video is posted, it'll render out I guess it'll render out the 1080 resolution. Just to let me take a look directly at your code, I could try my best to give you tips. That would be awesome. Here. You know what? I've been slamming my skull against my computer for like 2 months now, trying to point and click movement in an RTS game in Godot. Yeah, real time. Okay. Yeah. I have some ideas of what I'm doing. You have some idea. I also have some idea of what I'm doing. I will just, hang on. What I'll do, go on GitHub. GitHub. Do I have a license on this at all yet? I don't know if I have a license on it. No. Oh, this isn't even the right one. Okay. Repositories. Turn-based strategy. Excuse me? Okay, what is going on? Huh, okay, let me... GitHub desktop. Yeah, I'm not too worried because, hang on. I'm not too worried about stealing code because it's not that I'm stealing code, but it's a lot of looking at other people's code and using it and copy and pasting. Actually, there's been very little copy and pasting for this project right here. But you know what I will do is so not now, but in a later video I will put a link to my GitHub page. And then yeah, we'll do that. Because I have to wait for all of this stuff to push, because I've been forgetting to push all of this for some reason, which I probably should do. But yes, I will let you look at that code once I am able to show the code in a I guess reasonable manner would be what the word I'm looking for. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, in another video, or I don't know, because I don't think I'm able to do community posts yet. I'm pretty sure I'm not able to. I don't know why, but okay, one sec. Your channel. Yeah, I'm not able to do community posts yet. But yeah, I will do that. I swear. Not on my life, but I swear. Alright, there we go. So we got the reflective ocean color with the beautiful white of Earth, because Earth's surface is white, don't you know? You do that, please. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I was completely shocked to see that last stream got to what is it? What's the number now? 1,400 views. Before that, my highest grossing video was at it's at 618 views right now. And obviously this is only at 2 because, well, there's only 2 concurrent viewers. But I was completely shocked to see, like, oh my goodness, that is a big number. Which it is quite huge. And I have no idea how to respond to it. It's like, oh, what am I supposed to do now that I've not blew up, but kind of blew up, you know? I'm way bigger than I ever thought I would be. I'm gonna change that to GPU compute. Because this is mainly just kind of a hobby. I'm hoping this could, like, get me, you know, get me visible, which it definitely is. And it's very keep going up. Yeah, it's what I try to do, man. It's my main thing right now is working on the tutorial video for Z targeting, which is also killing me, and I have I'm putting more plate. I'm putting more plate. I'm putting more plate. I'm putting more stuff on my plate than I should be. And you know, and so I have a very specific thing I want to go for, but I don't think I'm going to reach that. Like at all. Anyway, I've been doing a lot of map stuff. So I'm going to switch it up a little bit. That is a beautiful picture. I'm going to switch it up a bit and do not map stuff. Because as cool as map stuff is this all saved? Oh, I made the Zelda. Yeah, I finished the project. Quote unquote finished. As finished as it could be for me and for in a month. But yeah, you can check out the game itself. If you're using Windows, you can play it for yourself. I think it actually has a weirdly high specs thing because I'm using SDFGI and that. So if your computer doesn't like SDFGI and volumetric fog, I don't think it'll run too well for you. Which if you'll look at my older videos, my I guess rebrand it would be. Is it a rebrand? I guess it's a rebrand. Although it's more so finding a brand. It's not really even a brand. Either way, if you look at my non-thumbnail videos, you'll see that it's pretty low graphics, I guess. I don't know. It's not very high end, you know, and which obviously isn't an issue. But it's the kind of, I definitely feel you there if your hardware can't handle that. And thanks to my mother investing in me, I now have a nice desktop setup, which makes me quite happy. Because now I can do work like this and be able to run a live stream at the same time as doing all the stuff that I'm doing. Although editing videos is still a nightmare because editing a video takes so much RAM. So much RAM. It's weird. Anyway, I need concepts for characters. So we got Captain, which is main2.cra, and then we got Nurse Robin. I think I'm gonna be doing a new design for Robin. Robin is supposed to be like 15. She doesn't look 15. She looks older, and she doesn't look old, but she looks more mature, and she's not supposed to be very mature, or at least not look very mature. Yeah, I'm too. I'm lucky that my mother is I'm not gonna say they're not supportive. I'm not gonna say they are supportive. I'm going to say they know what I'm capable of, and they I don't know, they're letting me cook, I guess. At least that's what it seems like. And so hopefully I can get cooked enough. This is a weird allegory or analogy. Hopefully I can get cooked enough to the point where this will actually be a job. Well, I mean, like a money job. I do commissions, but not a whole lot. So I do make money off of game development. Just not a whole lot of money. Which I would like to make more money, of course. who wouldn't want to make money off their dream? That's the goal. I'm getting distracted again. I need to work on character design. So Robin. Wait, no. Captain. Captain is first because Captain is... So what I'm going to do for this, I'm going to have... It's going to be set up like Fire Emblem Awakening, where you have Chrom, who is the main character, but then you also have Robin, or the Avatar, who is the player character. You gave me the two. You gave me. You were the one who gave me $2, or are you just saying you gave me $2 just now? What? Hang on. Oh, dude, come on. You didn't have to. You didn't have to. It was free, man. It's a free game. You don't have to donate. I appreciate it. I appreciate it very much, but it's a free game. You don't have to pay for it. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. All right. But this game now. Captain Mercer is his name, I think. The names are still very up in the air, but Captain Mercer is what the name is going to be for now. And after that, we got Mercer's Knight. And now Mercer's Knight, she is a skilled soldier, but she's not very well established yet, obviously, because she's a knight. So we got Captain Mercer, Mercer's Knight, and then we have the player character, or player avatar. The player avatar is going to be a character that the player can create. Now this is a very ambitious project for 2 months. It's going to be coming out in May. I said May 8th in the last live stream. I don't think that is actually going to happen. I think it will be in May though. What I would like to do is perhaps May 29th, because May 29th is my birthday, and May 29th I shall be an adult. But on that day, I would be able to not only release the game, but then also collect the revenue that... So in itch.io, in itch, you can get paid through PayPal. And I don't want to set up a PayPal until I'm 18 because I don't want to nag my mom about that. It's not that she wouldn't do that, but she already set up a Cash App for me. And I'd like to... I would like to just kind of have that set up myself, you know? I'm glad you loved it. Love seeing what Godot is capable of in 3D. Yeah, no, Godot is far more capable in 3D than people like to say. And I mean, that's changing now. People are like, oh wow, Godot is actually capable of stuff in 3D. Well, Godot hasn't always been capable of stuff in 3D. Godot used to be just a 2D engine, I'm pretty sure. And then, was it with Godot 2 that they added 3D? I don't know much. I started using Godot 3.2, so I don't know much about, oh man, I'm starving. But I don't know much about pre-Godot 3.2 history, I guess? I don't know. But yeah. Where'd the $2? So the $2 is gonna stay in the account until I can until I like cash them out, isn't? So it's just being stored there right now. I don't I have the money, but I won't be getting the money. It's like when your parents hold on to like a stocks for you or something like that. Like it's your money, but you don't get it. You know? It's that kind of thing. Not until a certain point. Anyways, player avatar. Captain Mercer, Mercer's Knight. Player avatar. There's Doctor, which I don't think Doctor is going to show up. Okay, I got you. As long as you get it eventually. As long as I get, hopefully. Well, I will get it eventually, but you know. Again, thank you very much. I very much appreciate that. And Robin. I don't think Robin or Doctor will be showing up. Robin is Doctor's nurse. Or you'll see her here. Doug's nurse. Right. Doctor's nurse. We've got 5 characters established so far. I need more characters. First of all, I need a mage of some kind. I need a mage. I need, what else do I need? Got Captain, Knight. The player can choose a class, any class that they'd like. And then Doctor is a doctor. But Doctor is a very unique doctor. So maybe I just need a regular doctor. Regular doctor. Doctor is going to be a surprise character. I will show off Doctor once Doctor is ready. When Doctor is ready, he will show himself. Who's the Anne characterized? Robin. That's Robin. Where is she? Robin. And then here's her with her doctor's mask. Or her nurse's mask in this case. But yeah, but she looks... It's not that she doesn't look girlish, but she needs to look younger. She's 15, she needs to look younger still. So, Captain Mercer, Mercer's Knight, player avatar, Doctor, Robin, regular doctor. We need a mage. And then, let's see here. Oh, how this is going to be set up. So there's regular units. So regular units are just guys. They're just people. But then you can get different mounted units. And how you do that is you get horses, and you just kind of decide. This is a great looking horse. It's a great looking horse. These horses are going to have really long ears because why not? It kind of looks like a unicorn. But here, let's... Gonna have really long ears. Oh man, I don't like that. Hang on, I'm just gonna draw a horse. Oh boy. There we go. Drawing a horse. Beautiful art by the... Thank you very much. Art is my my best skill. I've been doing it for all of my life. Seriously. I don't know a time where I did not have a pencil in my hand. Well, I have a pen in my hand right now, so I guess Hunts. Yes, it's a Hunts. I guess right now I don't have a pencil in my hand. I have a drawing or a digital pen, but still. I just realized that this is probably going to look more like a donkey than a horse, but still. It's a very beautiful horse. He's a pony. It's a pony. been using a pencil since I could have Yes. What is holding pencils our entire life, buddies. There we go. I was never serious about improving though until the pandemic. Feel like the pandemic art versus my pre-pandemic art is a huge improvement. That makes me happy. Well, that's awesome, man. I wasn't ever really serious about, I guess, improving either. I mean, if you look here, it's very sketchy. Here too is very, very sketchy and rough. And I mean, I've always been I don't know, it's a talent. I've always had a talent for it. But I was never really too serious about getting better. And it was only, I mean, I wasn't really serious about improving during the pandemic, but it was during the pandemic when I started, I guess, doing more realistic type stuff. I don't know. Like I was getting more serious. What am I saying? I'm getting more serious about my skills, I guess. Not specifically more serious about art, but more so just, well, I guess, yeah. You know what? I guess I'm very similar in that sense, you know? But I was like focusing a lot more on like realistic art because I was like, well, I was trying to create a setting, you know, a fantasy setting. And I remember it was on, so I remember we had to move, I think it was in 2020. We weren't able to afford our apartment anymore because mom didn't have a job because she wasn't an essential worker. And it was just me and mom at the time. So mom's married now. We have a baby in the house. But yeah, we're living very comfortably now. But, well, relatively comfortably for our, well, what things look like right now. But, anyways, we were like, I remember we were getting evicted out of our house because mom was no longer able to afford our house. And I think our lease was ending at the time anyway. So, we're leaving the house now. And well, it was an apartment building. And then but my mom's now husband, he was like, you guys can live in my farmhouse and I'll live with my mom. And so so we lived at his farmhouse. And when we were there, that's when I was playing like a lot of Skyrim and Oblivion. So like at the time, like I just got Skyrim and I just got Oblivion, and I was playing those. And I've hardly touched Oblivion, let me tell you. I love those games, but I don't know. Oblivion was just it was a bit too obtuse, you know. I mean, I'm sure I would get into it. I'm sure I would enjoy it more if I played Oblivion before Skyrim, but because I played Skyrim before Oblivion, I probably didn't enjoy it as much. All right. You were serious about practicing, maybe? I was, but yeah, I'm getting, but during 2020, I was, that's when, I also had like an art book at the time. I still have that art book. Well, there are 3 art books, and they're fantasy based. One is a art book for like drawing like hero characters. One is for like drawing like fantasy creatures, and one is like drawing angels and like stuff like that, or like fairies, stuff like, I'm pretty sure it's like angels and fairies and stuff. But I mean, I never had internet like up until I think it was 2020. Was it 2022 when we first got internet? We've had internet for like maybe 2.5 years. I don't know. We have not had internet. I did not have internet most of my life, but yeah. All right, that totally makes sense. Skyrim and Oblivion may both be good games, but one is objectively more polished and complex. Yeah, that is definitely the case. And I only got so far in Oblivion. I remember I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start playing Oblivion. I'm gonna finish Oblivion. I never finished it. I remember in one of the caves, there was like, I don't know. I guess I don't know if I was doing exactly what I was supposed to or I went off somewhere, but I remember I had to go into a cave to fight vampires. I got vampirism and I got stuck. Like I was stuck when like the sunlight side effect set in. I got stuck in the I was in a town that did not have any roofs whatsoever, so I was just burning. And I was like, you know what, I can't just sit here and deal with this. I have to like go. I can't play this game anymore, you know. And I never picked it up since. Well, this was on an Xbox 360. Eventually I got it on Steam. And I don't know where I left off. I think I was in Oblivion when I left off. Or maybe. I don't know. I don't even know if I beat Kvatch in that. Or, well, beat. But entered Kvatch. Or maybe it was the Oblivion Gate at Kvatch. No, because you have to enter the Oblivion Gate in Kvatch in order for them to show up, right? But yeah. But either way, Skyrim and Oblivion, they were huge inspirations for me. For my fantasy setting. That was like when I started. That's like when I started like, hey, wait, I could create a setting, you know? I could like make this a place. And then I retroactively made all of my campaigns like canon to this setting. And then it was just like, whoa, this is cool. You know? Yeah, no. Like I said, Oblivion is a little obtuse, but I'm mainly talking about story stuff. Anyway, I'm drawing a horse now. I was drawing a horse while going on another tangent. But you select a unit. When you select a unit, you can choose to tell a unit to go to a horse, and they'll mount the horse. And then you'll have extra speed, but then there are certain things you can't do, like there are like little ledges, I guess, that you could climb up over. That I was thinking. I don't know if I'm going to implement that, but there are going to be certain limitations, like horses are going to have a harder time navigating through certain areas. Everybody back to the haunts, please. Haunts, please. Yeah. So here, let's give it eyes too. There we go, and a face and a mouth. There we go. And then let's make it spotted. Bum 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 bum. But here we go. I'm gonna make this unit little guy. There we go. We're gonna move this to the side. Oh man, our time's coming up. I'm really enjoying this, but I have stuff to do today, so. Alright. Let's see here. Oh. So, when I say Skyrim and Oblivion were very big inspirations, that's only half of it, because I am a Nintendo boy at heart, you know? I've been a big fan of Nintendo my whole life, as long as I can remember. I think it was Sonic first, but then shortly after, it was like Mario and Link. I think I got introduced to Link through like Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Like this, like it was like I was at my grandma's house. Well, it was my grandma's boyfriend's house at the time, and my aunt was there, and my aunt is 10 years older than me, so we're very close in age. Well, we're all really close in age. My mom was really young when she had me, but all right. Mario Galaxy, one of my top. Mario Galaxy is probably the game I've put most time into my whole life. It's out of any game I've played, Mario Galaxy is probably the one that I've played most. Like I said, I never had internet up until relatively recently. My dad had internet, but like I've lived with my mom most of my life, and we've never had internet up until mom started doing bigger stuff. But yeah, so I mostly played Mario Galaxy, and then at our local library, they had you could rent out games, and so I would rent out Twilight Princess and play that as well. But I also had internet at school too, but it's school, you know. Odyssey is top shelf too, but Galaxy has more. Yeah, no, me too. I actually gave Odyssey away to one of my friends for his birthday. It was like, hey man, here, have Odyssey for your birthday. It was like, oh wow, thank you. I mean, cause I beat the game already. I don't think I 100% it, but I got very far. Actually, I think I did 100%. No, I got to the end game though, like the final you know, I think it is it the Dark Side of the Moon that's the very end? I don't know. I got to like the very last like thing you could get, like the limit. I don't know. I got a lot of moons. I'm just gonna put it at that. A very, very, very large amount of moons. The gravity mechanics in Galaxy truly lit my imagination on fire as a kid. For the longest time, my ideal open world RPG involved gravity making. Yeah, that's a fun idea. That is like just Mario Galaxy, but an open world game and an RPG. I mean, all games are RPGs if you think about it. In the technical definition of RPG, all games are RPGs. And what does open world mean? Because open world can mean anything. Mario Galaxy can technically be an open world RPG with gravity mechanic. This is dumb. I'm getting way too distracted. I've gotten very little work done. I've just been talking most of the time. Man. Here, let's draw something quick. We're gonna draw a mage. I don't know. Some slick hair. Gotta look goofy. Dun, 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 dun. Gotta have the poofy pants and a tabard. Dun, dun, dun. Give her a book. Main city of one of the races was like a floating in the air, upside down. You had to reverse gravity, float up. Oh, that's a cool idea. Are you gonna revisit it at all? Revisit it at all? There we go. I would recommend that you revisit it. All right. Oh, I forgot. Okay. So, oh man, I had an idea. Okay. And also, recently I've realized that a lot of the time I feel creative, bankrupt, or stiffed. It's because I stopped letting myself enjoy what inspired me as a kid. Got to focus on what cooler. Got to focus. Need to go back to my original inspiration. Yeah, no, that's really the only thing that's keeps me going. Is the just what I enjoy, really. I don't think I could ever imagine myself making a game that I'm not passionate about. Like I couldn't make a Tetris clone, you know, or something like that. What I could do is make a Zelda because Zelda is a very near and dear franchise to my heart. And Zelda's very, very big part of my life, to say the least. Passion, I need passion for something, you know, and it's. Maybe I will revisit the other stuff. Yeah, I highly recommend you revisit that idea. It's if you have. Generally, your ideas as a kid are going to be some of your best when it comes to creative ones. They're going to be just some of the most fun stuff to work with. But I never got into world building up until my early teens, so. But where's that thing? There. Okay. So I had this idea inspired off of specifically Lissa. I've been playing a lot of Fire Emblem recently. So specifically off of Lissa. They're called War Maids, and they're basically just a faction of an army, and they're just ladies who wear dresses that are what is it? It has like a iron framing around it, and that's their armor. And that was the crux of the idea. I don't know if crux is the right word for that. It's the main idea of that. So I'm just gonna sketch out that. War Maids. Yes, it's just War Maid. And that's actually what Mercer's Knight is. She is a War Maid. But she's in a very, well, she's technically a War Maid, but she's in a very specific position. I need to think of a more practical reason for a specific faction to exist other than War Maid than just ladies with armor that's very big. But it really is just like a dress with armor wires separate, making a very large area with armor wires. The biggest issue with this is that they probably would have a very, very difficult time riding horses. Yeah, that could. It could be, but I'm thinking about this. It's not like rings of armor. It's what is it? What's like the closest allegory? Like a lot of like dresses that are like just in general very poofy and plumy. They're very they're held up by wire. At least I'm pretty sure. With my limited knowledge of dresses. I don't know. Mother, are you there? I'm sure you're there. Is that true? A lot of like very poofy dresses have armor. I'm pretty sure she's watching. There's like you there, the goodest boy, and then my mother and my stepfather. I'm pretty sure those are the only people here. Yeah, I have no idea. I will definitely consider that, and that's definitely an idea that I had. Yeah, they're so I don't feel lonely, and I'm not doing this for completely no reason. Other than, I guess, documentation. That would really be the only other reason. But it would be the only really reason for me to speak, you know? Is if people are here. Well, our time is gonna be coming short today. Well, I don't know. We're done here. we're gonna be done in 3 minutes. So thank you very much for watching. I enjoyed all your company, and of course, 2 other people show up at the very end of the stream. All right, thank you for everyone who's watched. I will I enjoyed your company and the talks, and every Friday I'll be doing this, except maybe we'll be seeing next Friday, may or may not. I think I might be switching it up next week. I don't know. We might be having people over. Well, we will be having people over, but I don't know if the time will line up or not. So I will put an update video out next week. and hopefully that video for the Z targeting tutorial should be out next week. Anyways, with that, thank you all for watching. Let's go back to the world here, to Crus. Thank you for watching, and I appreciate taking your time out of your day to watch this. Have a great night.